Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Goddess Gemini Gifts. Today's reading is going to be a Gemini versus Leo love reading. So it's going to be like a you versus them style. I'm only using one deck because I'm lazy. Normally, I use 3 for this type of reading, but I don't feel like it. So, with that being said, we're going to cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space so we can get this reading going. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse my energy and my space. Spirit guide, guardian angels, ancestors, I ask you today to join me in this reading for our Gemini friends. That's right. Join the reading for our Gemini friends. Please join me today in this reading for our Gemini friends versus the Leo. I'd also like to remind you that this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It may or may not resonate, so please take what does and leave the rest for another person to claim. Please be advised that either side may relate to you, so the Gemini side may relate with the Leo and vice versa, or throughout the reading, A may shift energies on either side. Once again, so that's just an awareness for you because that happens a lot in readings. This is a general reading, so take it with a grain of salt. All right. Can we please have the energy between the Gemini, Leo, and then the kind of connecting energy, starting with the Gemini, ending with the connecting. So for the Gemini, please, the Leo, the connecting. Okay. What is the current problem, issue at hand, or conflict? Gemini, Leo, connecting. What is the what's it called? Negatives affecting the situation between the Gemini and the Leo. What are the negatives affecting the situation between the Gemini and the Leo? Starting with Gemini, then Leo, and then connecting. Gemini, Leo, connecting. Okay. So what is the positives affecting the solution between the Gemini and the Leo and the connecting? Gemini, Leo, connecting. What is the neutral aspect between the Gemini and the Leo? Leo, connecting. Okay. And then finally, what's the advice, solution, or possible outcome for the Gemini with the Leo and then the connecting, please? Gemini, Leo, and the connecting energy. All right. So Geminis, you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So for you, Geminis, you have the needing to find your stability and your balance, and that's something that you may be working on. The Knight of Cups in reverse is the Leo energy. So I do see some of them may be a little bit distant just because they know that you're a little bit busy. And the Two of Wands shows that both of you have passions that you both are working on. One of you may be finding a new direction in passions, but I do see kind of this general understanding between you as well. All right. So next we have the conflict. So what is the current conflict? And the current conflict between you and your Leo friend, lover, situationship, whatever it is to you. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse, Gemini. So once again, this is just showing a little bit of instability, whether it's in the connection or just on your side in general. The Leo has a little bit of lack of inner peace with the 7 of Wands in reverse. So I do see them needing to work on something that will like spiritually enlighten them. With the Emperor as the connecting card, I do see once again, I see a general understanding. It's like, you got to work on you. I got to work on our connection is strong, but it's like patience and understanding for some reason. And I normally don't get that from the Emperor, but that's what I'm getting here. Okay. So then Gemini, Leo, and the connecting, what are the negatives affecting the situation? You have the 9 of Cups in reverse. So it is showing that the Gemini may be a little bit more mental in the situation right now than they are giving emotion into the connection. But the 3 of Swords, that may be affecting the Leo a little bit. I do see them a little bit in mental turmoil about it, like they're understanding. But because they know you're very communicative about your emotions and you may not have been, this may be causing a little bit of mental instability in them. Okay. Then you have the world in reverse. Once again, that's showing with this, with the negatives, it is causing a little bit of unbalance in the situation. Like they may be understanding about what it is you want to do. However, there is some imbalance. Okay. So there may be some communication that need to be had to ensure that the Leo understands that they are appreciated. All right. And maybe communicating a little bit of more emotion may help that connection, is kind of what I'm seeing here. All right. Um, the positive aspect of this is the King of Cups in reverse on your side. So this is it's it's you have a little bit of emotional immaturity, and that's not like it's a negative in this aspect. However, it is saying that you do need to check yourself on the emotional. And now I know this is a positive aspect, so give me a second. Okay. So you may have to recheck yourself on how you're displaying your emotions, because you may be a little bit emotional, acting emotional immature. So it's saying that for a positive effect of this, you need to show your emotions a little bit more. They have the Eight of Wands. So for them, the positive is they kind of get the freedom to do whatever it is that they want to do. Okay. Some of you are not in an actual committal relationship. Some of you are just kind of like dating. So therefore, this is their opportunity to go see what else is out there. They may be committed to you in one aspect, but they may be, you know what I mean, with somebody else, just because you are very busy. And I believe it's something that may have been talked about. Okay, for both sides. The Nine of Wands with your connecting energy does show a independence energy. So there is a connection of you are your person, I am my person. We have some kind of connection, but you are allowed to have your own independence and free will. Okay, so the neutral aspects of this connection is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, for you, Gemini. So that's saying that you are holding back a little bit, but holding back so that you can work on your stability. Okay, it's you are giving energetically to the connection. It's just you are working on something to help yourself in the future, that also you could see really making this connection more solid foundation. For their neutral, they have the Hierophant, so they do know it's a higher knowing, seeing kind of in the connection. However, together you have the Sun in reverse, so I do see um there is a lack of communication and understanding. Like, not so much the understanding, I know you got to do what you got to do, etc. It's more of I see it a little bit of lack of understanding that somebody may, I heard past life, so some of you may, this may be like a past life connection. Some of you it may be like a divine connection. I'm not saying twin flames because I don't believe in that, but I do see some kind of like divine higher senses connection. Like spirit knows better than your soul in an aspect, right? Finally, your possible outcome solution advice. 10 of Wands, you do have a walking away, but I don't necessarily if that's you walking away from the Leo. It could be other people in your realm, or it could be walking away from what's not working in your passion that is causing a blockage with your Leo. Okay, they have the Lovers in reverse. So this does say, so for some of you it is a break in the connection, you may be walking away because they have the Lovers in reverse. Some of you this is a need for the Leo to communicate better with you about what it is they need. And the Hermit shows introspection. So for those of you that are disconnecting with this person, it will lead to some kind of introspection where you're going to have to look in within and discover what it is you really want. Those of you that are looking to strengthen your connection, it is both of you looking within to discover ways to strengthen the connection because you are busy. Okay. So if that made sense, great. If not, please throw it away for another person to claim. Thank you so much for watching, watching, and please consider subscribing to my channel. And yeah, thank you so much and have a good one. Goodbye.